Good evening, good people. Brother Juice here with the Rogue Disciple Podcast. Today, we're going to get into Genesis 46:3, where God says, I am God, the God of your father. He said, do not be afraid to go down to Egypt, for I will make of you a great nation there. This is God speaking directly to Jacob during a pivotal moment in his life. Jacob was facing uncertainty about moving his whole family from his homeland to Egypt, a foreign land far from home. God's reassurance wasn't just about the physical journey. It was about trusting him to fulfill his promises, even in unfamiliar and challenging circumstances. Now let's connect this to today. In our modern world, one of the most common fears is change, whether it's a career shift, a literal move from place to place, or stepping out of our comfort zones. This verse reminds us that with God's guidance, we don't have to fear what's ahead. Too often we get caught up in comparison culture. We see people posting their perfect lives on social media and we hesitate to make bold moves because we're afraid of failure or judgment. Jacob faced similar doubts. Leaving his homeland for Egypt wasn't just a logistical move, it was stepping into the unknown, yet God promised that this move would lead to something greater. Like Jacob, we might not always understand why God is leading us somewhere unfamiliar. It could be starting a new job, moving to a new city, or taking a stand on something important. Trusting his plan means we believe that he sees the bigger picture even when we can't. Growth happens outside our comfort zones. Ask any martial artist about that, or anybody that's going to the gym. Growth is on the other side of discomfort. God told Jacob that he would make him into a great nation in Egypt, not in the familiar place of his homeland. Similarly, our greatest growth often happens when we step out of our comfort zones. Think of trends like leveling up in careers or personal growth. It's when we embrace the change that we see our greatest transformation. God didn't send Jacob to Egypt alone. He promised his presence and his blessing. For us, this means that we don't have to navigate life's big changes or challenges by ourselves. God is with us every step of the way. First takeaway, reflect on what your Egypt is. What is God calling you to do today? Is it a bold career move, starting a new chapter in your life, or stepping into an unfamiliar situation? 2, don't let fear hold you back. Jacob could have stayed where he was, but he chose to trust God and move forward. So ask yourself, am I letting the fear keep me from the blessings God has in store for me? And 3, encourage others. Just like Jacob's family relied on his leadership, you can inspire others by your willingness to trust God in the unknown. Lastly, this verse reminds us to trust in God's plans. We don't always have to be afraid. The world constantly pushes us towards change, whether it's careers, relationships, personal growth. This verse challenges us and encourages us to trust God every step of the way. So today, let's embrace the challenges ahead, knowing that God is with us and has purpose for every journey. That's all we have for today. Until next time, good luck. God bless.